Hi there, my name is B Wonderwork. Today I want to show you some of my matches from the final Blowout, as well as chat a bit, or not, about my small experience playing as a hunter, and how I actually got started playing them in IDV in the first place. This is part 2. The first part features matches with Full Gold and Geisha, and in this video you'll see me attempt to play as some of the hunters I used to main a very long time ago, and kind of fail and also not so. To be honest, I haven't played any of them for, conservatively speaking, anywhere from 7 months to a full year. Anyway, right now you can see a match featuring the Hermit playing in the background. It's not particularly exciting, aside from the Matador at the very end, so I'm using it as background footage while I yap about how I first started playing as a hunter. After I initially installed the game, I avoided playing as a hunter for a very long time. In fact, I still mostly avoid this faction now too. I'll play a little bit in a sudden burst, then drop it for months on end, only for hunter anxiety to develop all over again. But the thing that ultimately helped me take the plunge and start playing as a hunter was my friends. I had 2 friends whom I'll refer to here as Rapunzel and Jinx. Rapunzel was the most experienced player in our group. She had already been playing IDV for a year by the time I joined in the summer of 2024. And then Jinx installed IDV in October. Both Rapunzel and I immediately started coaching Jinx on the basics of the game, which is actually pretty funny considering I had only been playing for about 4 months myself at that time, and we did all our training in custom matches. Rapunzel was a tough teacher. She would literally whack our butts with the Hermit stuff. He was her hunter main after all. Eventually it became a habit for us. For about 6 months, whenever we would get on call, the first thing we'd do was hop into a custom match. We would practice there for about an hour and then go mess around in quick matches. Gradually we started playing in rank, and our custom sessions eventually came to a complete end. But it was precisely thanks to those custom games that I finally mastered the courage to try playing as a hunter. After taking enough beatings from Rapunzel, I decided to try my hand at the hunter role myself and get my revenge. My first main and still is Full Gold, and so when the urge to play him struck again but none of my friends were online, I decided to dive into quick matches as a hunter for the very first time. At some point I began taking an interest in other hunters like Geisha, and at the same time I also found myself drawn to the Hermit. Rapunzel had, after all, inspired me to give him a try, and so around the same time I played Geisha outside of custom for the first time. I also played Hermit for the very first time too. I spent a long time practicing Hermit against my friends, and just imagine how difficult it is to play against someone who actually mains that character. But I eventually got the hang of it. Unfortunately, Rapunzel gradually stopped playing ITV. She is currently immersed in other hobbies. She loves playing LADs, and she also likes to write. But I remain incredibly grateful to her for playing with me, helping me find my footing in IDV and encouraging me to start playing as a hunter. Alright then, this match is actually the very first of the 2 matches I played as Hermit. The one you saw at the beginning took place a little later than this one. Here I am playing as a Hermit for the very first time since the spring of 2025. I want to say right off the bat that I definitely should have taken more presence points. For some reason, though, I thought Hermit needed a bit more slow decoding, but against this particular team, I now really do think I should have gone with the presence card instead. Anyway, almost immediately I picked up the foul, dirty, sticking tracks left by this lovely, fair lady. It's a shame she doesn't have any charges on her right now. Oh. Okay, we got a hit on her, got our first presents, and let's see. Oh, okay, we are just going after. Okay, a charge. No, oh, flywheel. Okay, so it will be a long one. Definitely. Okay, we finally get her. Finally! I now understand why Hermit's ban Doctor, because it's actually insufferable. Oh, I don't know. But I had a challenge for myself, okay? So I see 2 ciphers remaining, and yeah, there are no hope. There are no hope. I use my ability for the first time. I don't know why I put a red charge. I should have put like a blue one at least, but I didn't have to do all that. Okay, my panda is coming for me. Yes. I hear someone. Yeah, so Cypher is primed, I know. And yeah, so here I am trying to catch her, but yeah, they like, oh no, he's so cringe, he cannot do anything, so let's pop. Okay, still going after Doctor because she's after half. Here I do a good one, but still she is half health, just only half health. So yeah, connecting. Oh no, we are going to the place of despair. Oh, okay, here I get surprised myself, and yep, finally Doctor is down. And I can get rid of her. But I don't know why I went so far away. I should have go closer to the gate near the last platform. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Okay, so here I am going, but yeah, they're out. But you know, don't worry about the magician. It's he was a lucky guy in the match that you saw in the beginning of this video, so I got my revenge on him, okay? Don't worry. So Rapunzel helped me take notice of Hermit, while Jinx inspired me to give Bloody Queen a try. This was sometime in mid to late spring, right around the anniversary. Back then, Jinx and I really loved watching Max Martinez. You could say her videos inspired Jinx to try out Bloody Queen, and then Jinx inspired me to do the same. I remember that around mid-spring I had also just returned to playing the game on my phone, and well, that's pretty much all there is to tell on the interesting front. By the way, Max Martinez livestream is still going. By the time of editing this video, it's already been 3 days since she started, and she has not stopped yet. She finally won as a bonbon for her challenge though, but it's still a long way to go. As I mentioned earlier, I quickly dropped all the hunters featured in this video, abandoning them for a whole year right up until this very moment. I didn't practice them at all, not even in custom matches against bots. I dove straight into Final Blowout for this video, which you can of course probably tell by my skills. This is my very first match playing as a Bloody Queen. I decided not to chase the Gardener and instead shifted my focus to someone else, simply because her initial shield was way too long. Also, speaking as a Fool's Gold main, I absolutely despise her latest buff. Honestly, I feel like all the recent buffs and adjustments to the talent trees were far too drastic, and I say that as someone who spends the vast majority of my time playing as a survivor. Anyway, here I am chasing the Doctor. Doctor happens to be wearing the exact same skin that I wear very often myself. I just love all the clown-themed Doctor skins, mostly because whenever I play as a Doctor, I am the clown myself. But yeah, you are going to see some pretty terrible mirrors here. So buckle up, guys. But don't worry, this whole video is a nice balance of everything. Not everything was so depressing. So here I am going for the double down. But here I should probably just switch myself. But I think, I don't remember, I probably was scared of the prisoner shock because, you know, in final blowout it's way too long when they stack up with buffs. Yeah, okay, I got her down and I hear somebody, so I know it's this stinky ass rat. See how long it is? It's like Enchantress 3 stack stun. Like, it's too long. So yeah, I'm forcing him to rescue early. It's, I don't know how that hit, but okay. Here mirror, it's a nice one, but I think I'm a little bit too hasty again, you know. I do get nervous easily, and you know. Okay, here again, nice body block, and you know, it was a nice body block because the Doctor healed herself, and then yeah, bad mirror, a very bad one, because again I got so nervous at that moment. You know, initially I wanted to do like a live commentary, like when I recorded this video I had my mic on, but I didn't talk much at all during all of these matches, because again I was so stressed. Yeah, but here I do a nice blink down. Finally, Doctor is out. I now go only against 3 survivors, but yeah, only 2 ciphers left, and I think they're all kind of primed. Yeah, not a very good mirror, and yeah, and I don't know why I swing there, like it will do something, but yeah, so Gardener she did a really good job, because like I do struggle against her here. Yeah, it was like a hard situation. And here I see a mercenary and I get more nervous, because you know, when you see survivors get too confident in what they're doing, like it's you start to feel bad, because like you see, like he went for Cypher because he knows he can do this and I cannot do anything. And yeah, you know, I I did a blubber build, like I only brought detention and I had only warp. I didn't have trump card, and you know, probably I for my matches I should have brought trump card, because detention only build is a very pro build. I feel like I managed to play well enough when I played BQ last year. Okay, yeah. But again, for my first matches, I probably should have gone with something more beginner friendly. Like I think I had more chances if I had a trump card and switched to abnormal. But okay, here this stinky, disgusting creature again stands me for eternity. Like, it's disgusting. Disgusting. Okay, I have a very bad perception here, and yeah, it's primed, so like, oh no, you know what, I didn't even had warp. I had just blink and no trump card, you know. Okay, well, he just pops a, you know, it is a tie game, so yeah, I get him, and we are going to basement. Yeah. Well, yeah, it was a tie game, so you know, it's okay. But I don't know. Sometimes not sometimes. I don't get satisfied when I get ties as a hunter. It's fine when I tie as a survivor, but a tie as a hunter still feels like a defeat for me. I don't know why, but yeah. Well, here's my second match as a PQ, played right after the first one, and I don't really feel like talking about it. I won't even watch it. Some might argue that you need to rewatch your matches to understand where to improve, but I've already done enough reflecting on this experience, so please allow me to be a little bit unprofessional. I suppose I'll say very little about this particular match, though. After this match, I realized that I absolutely hate Cheerleader in terms of her mechanics. And I also want to note that the Pharaoh Lady, an archer, and a barmaid were on the team together. The Pharaoh Lady was either a high elk or a low tier mammoth, basically right around the appropriate skill level for my hunter. The barmaid and the archer, however, were 100 plus level players. One of them was a former Titan and the other a former Hydra. And the cheerleader was like a high mammoth. I don't remember now. As for me, in my entire career as a hunter, the highest rank I've ever reached, that was just last season, was a Crocodile 5. So yeah, it wasn't exactly a fair match. Also, of course, it's hard to even use the word fair in the game mode like Final Blowout, no matter the side. So I'm probably making an excuse for myself right now, but it's just that I want to feel a little bit better. So I'd much rather talk about something else in a more freestyle sort of way. So let's talk about the anxiety of playing as a hunter. Like, that's a fun topic. So I recently went on a trip and didn't log into Identify for 3 whole weeks. When I finally got back, I naturally felt the urge to jump right back into the grind. So I sat down, intending to play as a survivor, but I was immediately overwhelmed by intense chills and anxiety. It wasn't exactly surprising though, because yeah, I get anxious even when I play as a survivor, but after taking what seems like such a short break, that mild anxiety I used to feel like ballooned into something absolutely massive. And that was just for the survivors. The very faction I play constantly. So imagine what happens when I sit down to play the hunter. Like, not only my hands, but my whole body shakes violently. I feel as though I'm sitting bare ass in Antarctica and I'm plagued by a nervous cough. Like, throughout my entire time playing Identity 5, the only time I've ever played as a hunter were during those rare, intense moments of sheer desire. The one that the desire strong enough to finally overcome my fear. Like, all told, throughout 2025, I probably played as a hunter for maybe 3 months in total. That is to say, I would spend like 2 months playing as a survivor, then I would get so utterly burnt out on survivors that I would switch to playing as a hunter for about 2 to 4 weeks, only to just suddenly switch right back to playing as a survivor again. Every time that initial spark faded, it became impossible to hide my anxiety, so I would retreat back to what felt most familiar. However, once I started my YouTube channel, I decided that I needed to do something about this anxiety. I needed to break through it. I needed to push forward no matter what. I needed to step outside my comfort zone. So I realized that the reason I play so much as a survivor is simply because that is what I do most often. I don't experience that same anxiety when playing as a survivor because I've simply grown accustomed to it, and it's not the case with hunters. But like, how can I at least slightly stop getting so incredibly anxious? And I'm asking you, someone who might actually know, because I certainly don't. Right now, my solution to the problem is to play as a survivor for a while, maybe 7 to 10 matches or so, and then switch over to hunter. That way, my brain has a chance to adapt a little to the game's expectation and other specific mechanics. Yet, once a match actually starts, I still end up completely paralyzed. I'm about to say something really embarrassing, but sometimes I just really wish someone were there to hug me really tight and hard while I play. Like, I know some people like to put on music, but I feel like that would actually be a bit of a distraction for me. Though I suppose I should probably give it a try anyway. There's also another method, one that rarely gets mentioned when people discuss hunter anxiety, and that's having people chat together over Discord. Basically, one person plays as a hunter while a friend watches their gameplay, talks to them, and offers advice and other commentary. I'm actually incredibly envious of anyone who has that kind of opportunity, because I don't. So it looks like I'll just have to just keep brute forcing it. All in all, though, I really, really want to find someone to play as hunters with. I'd love to find people who could offer me advice and like moral support, or to play with in duos or whatever. Jinx and I actually came up with an idea a while back ago to try playing duo hunters together, and I would play as Peddler and she as Mad Eyes. But the ping for Eastern Europe players, especially in duo hunters matches against Americans, which will happen because I am in America, would be absolutely atrocious for sure. So we already tried it with different hunters though, so I know from experience. So yeah. But generally speaking, I'm still a very introverted person, and the queue times for hunters are incredibly long. If someone were to play with me and we ended up waiting 5 minutes for a match, I would just stay completely silent for that entire time, because I mean, I'm talking a lot right now, of course, but that's just because I prepared myself for this conversation. So, yep. But speaking of duo mode, I have a huge wish list of hunters pairings I'd love to try out with someone. I'm still hoping to fulfill my long-standing dream of playing as the grandpa and grandma, and I would love to play a match. I would love to play as Fool's Gold and Queen Bee, Mary and Michiko, or perhaps Jack and Mary. I feel like they have a lot of skins that match really well together. And another interesting pair, in my opinion, would be Hullabaloo and Smiley Face, like the two clowns, or maybe the wheel, like to give with the whole circus theme. I also think Nightmare and Ivy would make for a really interesting match. Like, just imagine what the end game would look like for the survivors. It would be an absolutely terrifying experience. And then there is Soul Weaver and Axeboy. They are just two little bodies, and strategically speaking, they would work really well together because they both specialize in slowing down survivors while moving really fast or double hitting. So imagine if somebody will bring peepers too. So Grace and Itakwa would also make for a pretty cute duo pairing, I think. And Peddler and Anne, sort of like a pairing of elongated ladies, I don't know. So all that, though I actually feel like the recent update to duo mode has made things incredibly difficult for the hunters themselves. I haven't played as a hunter a long time ago, but judging by my match records as a survivor in this mode, where I now have a far more wins and draws than losses, the decision to give everyone a bogus bag right at the start of the match was just a bit too much, I feel. I suspect it is decided to implement this change because so many hunters were double teaming survivors right at the beginning of the match. But I don't know, that's just my theory. So, but you know, it seems to me now that hunters are simply forced to double team right now from the start of the match if they don't want to lose, because after all, that was the only strategy that allowed hunters to win in my matches that I experienced. But you know, I'm a person who likes to complain. Like, when I play survivors, I complain about hunters, and when I play hunters, I complain about survivors and other stuff, so, you know. I don't remember exactly why or when I started playing as Jack. Most likely I picked him up sometime in mid-spring, but then there was a vote for the Detection Star and Nifaward skins, I think. And I guess that's when Rapunzel got interested in this character too. And me being the copycat that I am, I just play whatever my friends are playing. And it was actually quite fun to play as Jack, but also quite awkward. As you'll see in these two matches, the final ones of my personal mini challenge, I tried very hard to play like pro Reapers. I tried to use the Foggy Blade through every wall imaginable. However, playing Jack really requires you to have a really good knowledge of both the character and the maps, every obstacle and pixel imaginable. You also need to be able to anticipate how other players will behave in any given situation. Oh yeah, and you'll also will see me hit the air a lot, simply because I still haven't quite gotten used to the cooldowns on his abilities. Anyway, here I am chasing the cheerleader. Oh, okay, that's good. I got 2 chips on scroll, but see, I do a mistake here. I go after Doctor. I don't know. I was like, oh my god, she's here too. I need to hit her. I don't know. I just have a perception like I need to hit as many survivors so they have more debuffs and less resources. But you should not hit Doctor just because you feel like it, you know. I understand it only now because you see here she doesn't have any damage now because, you know, she's a doctor, and I just should have chased after her if like I hit her, but yeah. Okay, yeah, you see my pro moves. Okay, we're still chasing after cheerleader. If I didn't got distracted by Doctor, I think I could have got her by now. Oh, okay. Oh no. Okay, I see Doctor again and I get really frustrated. I don't know why. I don't know why I get so frustrated when people are coming to support their teammates. I don't know. Okay, nice. Foggy Blade and early rescue. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we are going to basement. Yeah, Enchantress is here. I see something in the background. Oh no, I have the attack animation. But yeah. I tried to snipe the cheerleader, but you know, these trash cans, I think they failed me. No. Oh, okay. Yeah, you see, they shared they absorbed the damage I've inflicted to cheerleader. Yeah, this is a part where I make... Well, I did a lot of mistakes during that match. Because again, this is the first time I played Reaper in like 7 months. Okay. But yeah, if you saw my previous video about... Yeah, I changed to excitement. Because... How did that not hit? Oh my god! Nobody was hit. Nobody was hit. Hitboxes. Like, thank you so much, Nitis. Oh, okay. I want to say, if you saw my last video about survivors, you probably know that, like, I hated to go against Reaper. Not only I hate to go against Reaper, not only in final blowout because he gets some crazy buffs, but in general too, because I cannot kite what I don't see, and you know, it's the same situation as with Geisha. I hate to kite it, and I kinda enjoy to play it as okay. Yeah, I'm a little bit a hypocrite. Yes, yes. Okay, oh my god, I missed my foggy blade. You know, here I just should have forced her to go and rescue, and like, I don't know what I'm scared of. I just... Okay, maybe I'm waiting for the excitement, so when it's up, I go and force her to rescue, because you see, she has 3 stacks. Okay, I'm going now, and it doesn't hit. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Oh no. You see, I should have gone after Doctor. I don't know why I'm going after Enchantress here. Like, Doctor is 1 chip away. Oh, nice. But she got like 2 stacks. Oh, maybe because she kited enough, yeah. Okay, back to basement we go, but yeah, the Cypher is primed. And she has 5 stacks, so... I don't know why the animal... yeah. It doesn't help me much. Yeah, it's... yeah, so it is a tie game. Because, yeah, it will be only her second chair. I will be afraid to go away from it, because like from the previous match with Mary, I'm now more humble about what I can do and what I should do. So like, yeah, a tie is fine. I will be humble. I will not like try to get more, because sometimes you need to do that. I don't know. But yeah, I hear somebody, and yeah, I expect them to go to the exit gate near the shack, because yeah, but I don't think I can catch up. No, she is so fast, even with my foggy blade speed boost, but okay. So here it is, the last match of this video, and my whole journey in final blowout as a hunter, as a newbie hunter. So yeah, okay. I forgot what I want to say, but okay. This whole video, it's like I said, it's a balance of everything. I had 2 losses, 2 ties, and 2 wins. So you can figure out how this match will end. But it's okay if you didn't. Okay, so I kinda know the spawn points, and yeah, Priestess just runs into me, and like, I'm happy to find a survivor so fast. And yeah, this Priestess is just like me. I'm, you know, I told you I play Priestess like a crazy cockroach running on the table. Yeah, so the same thing happens here. I see Enchantress. I get frustrated again. I need to work on it, you know. Okay, but this time I just... Oh. This time... Oh. I forgot about this. It's so funny. I also think the Matador was some beginner Twitch streamer, because he had the, you know, the name and the TV in his nickname, like, and so I don't know, I got clipped probably. Okay, yeah, you know, I really love to abuse peepers when I play Jack. I really love to abuse peepers because I don't know, I love to spam my abilities. I think okay. Oh yeah, my portals. Okay, he's after half. I'm so happy that he's after half. Oh god, Enchantress got 1 stack. I will try to get the Foggy Blade hit. Oh, I didn't get the Foggy Blade, but I hit the Priestess and like, okay, I don't want to deal with Enchantress and Matador at the same time. Okay, I got the hit on Priestess and like, okay, girly, I know she's your friend. I can see it by your crazy support. So let's talk about it. Let's have a... Oh. Yeah, so now it's your turn to sit on chair. Okay, go have a rest. I don't know. Sorry. Yeah, and now, yeah, I remember now. Oh my god, I hit Priestess. She should be somewhere here, and yeah, she got up because she's a priestess. I rush back. Oh, I see a Matador like, oh my goodness, boy, you are on your last chair. And here I am. I see Enchantress got 3 stack and like, yeah, here, have some peepers. You will be laying down here for a long time until I deal with Enchantress. It's actually a very good portal. Oh! It's actually a very good portal, okay? Another peeper? Oh my goodness. Girly, use your stacks. Thank you so much. Oh, he's up. Okay, I know that Priestess used her self-heal and I like, okay. Oh.
What the fuck?
Yeah, what the heck? Okay, he's down. And she doesn't have any stacks, so like, oh finally. Oh finally, it's 3 ciphers. Several people been on chair, 1 out, like three to go. 3 to go. And I'm trying to look for them, and I see dungeon. I don't remember the dungeon locations, whatever. I have a really bad memory. Okay, I see them. I see them. Oh. Yeah, I'm going after Enchantress because she's been on chair already. It will be her, the second one. Okay, Priestess is doing something here. I don't. Oh well, you know, I will. Yeah, I will do that. Fail, and I will fail again. You will see. You will see. Okay. Yeah, peeper for my moral support here. Oh. People are cheering me up, and I fail because I hit the chair, and she gets advantage of it. She gets advantage of it, and okay. So, but remember that Priestess doesn't get up, but I still put the peeper on her because Just because I feel like it. Oh, I'm so pro. Yeah, you know, I forgot that priestess used her self heal, and I just go and cheer her because why not? Oh yeah, and I see prisoner. I see what he's trying to do. I know he's stuck himself up with like crazy buffs to his stun. This stinky thing. See. Okay, it wasn't so crazy. I once had a match as a Reaper too, and like I went against the prisoner wildling, and it was so hard. It was infuriating. It's despicable. I don't know. And okay, you see, max points, vigilance, deceit, whatever. Like everything is maxed out. I think everybody here got max deduction points. I actually will say something random, but I don't like this blue. Okay, no pro moves. You will not see them here. I actually don't like the priestess skin that she wears in this match. I don't know why you need to know, but here you have it. I just think it's ugly. Oh my god. I'm like, no thank you. Oh, yeah, my teleport is not up because I like to spam peepers. And, oh. Yeah. Pop? No. Okay, I don't like the priestess skin because it looks like she half dressed. I don't know, like. Oh, okay. She looks like she like, you know, like a Victorian baby. I don't know. In this bus suit. I don't know how to describe it, but I don't like it. Okay, I got my revenge for all the stress they caused me, and yeah, the end. Well done, my friends. The moral of this video is this: don't go into final blowout playing as a hunter you haven't touched in ages, or one you don't know how to play at all, because with all the buffs this game mode throws at everyone, you'll just end up completely frustrated. And for all the beginner hunters out there, I'm about to say something a bit contradictory, but don't be afraid of losing. Even though I felt pretty down right in the moments when I lost, I managed to let it go and move on pretty quickly. Yes, you might be scared of it right now, but I assure you, when you are actually in the thick of it, it's not nearly as painful or terrifying as it seems. I have a saying in my culture that translates roughly to the eyes are afraid but the hands do the work. In other words, getting started is the hard part, but keeping going is much easier. Plus, if you've just started playing as a hunter, you'll most likely be matched against survivors who are just as new and inexperienced as you are. And as my friend Jinx likes to say, chances are they're just as terrified of you as you are of them. Losing is part of the growth process. In fact, at least in my view, the more I will lose in the future, the faster that sense of fear will fade away. All in all, it looks like I need to undergo a bit more of exposure therapy, if I can call it. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you next time.